Yeah, guys, what's good? You know, contrary to popular belief, I don't really like anime. You know, pretty much every single show's the same shit nowadays. It's some guy trapped in another world, except, oh shit, he has a toaster. Or some moe bullshit, or furry porn. I'm still not sure about that one. Of course, there are exceptions to this rule though, you know, things like Code Geass. Everything is great about it, you know, the action, the story, the music, everything just combines into a great series. Although the character's physique did give me a sense of body dysmorphia that will constantly make me feel inadequate in my own skin, so like, that's gotta deduct like a good third of a point. Unlucky. Or take Steins Gate, which is one of the best stories ever told that involves time travel. I won't spoil the story there for you, but you're gonna go check it out if you haven't. And as well as that, even if you don't like the time travel, these are just such likable characters. Everything about them just screams, hey, that's a real person. And the fact that this was derived from a visual novel fucking baffles me. Or take Fullmetal Alchemist, an amazing series that do I need to tell you why to watch it? You've probably already seen it. It's just it's a good series, okay? Or take JoJo's. I swear it's not just because I'm gay for every single character. Gyro, please step on me. Anyway, I just quickly wanted to make a video talking about the Isekai genre, something that is so absolutely vapid and boring. About 6 out of 10 shows that come out each season as part of this. And if you don't know what Isekai is, that's when some fucking loser beta cuck. I got a bit violent there. Where some loser beta cuck gets transported to another world and then something. I don't know, I give up on these shows. There are plenty of shows that you've probably heard of that are part of this genre, you know, like Re:Zero, Sword Art Online, Overlord. Actually, Overlord's pretty good. So is Re:Zero actually. You know what, yeah, a lot of shows that are part of this genre are actually pretty good. Gulliver's Travels. And many more shows. And the thing is, when you have so many shows in this genre, it just gets to a point where you have diminishing returns. Every single show is just the same fucking thing. Every show you see, oh, there's a guild hall, yeah, you join and you become more powerful and you get stronger quests. Holy fucking shit, I've heard this 20 times. Can we also just bring up that every single isekai ever exists in the exact same world? I know I said Overlord earlier is a good show, and it is, but it exists in the exact same fucking world as every other one of these. It's just some light fantasy series that has lizard men and elves and shit. And it's a big human populated world and blah 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 bullshit fucking hunter guild. Is it a hunter guild? I don't remember. You know, this video would probably make a pretty good case for me having ADHD. Anyway, my point is that this entire genre is entirely vapid and there is nothing of substance in it. And this brings way to gimmicks. You know, every single creator knows that they're making the exact same world as the last one. So they add a gimmick, whether it be that you're transported with a special sword, you're transported as a slime, as a little girl. Actually, Tanya's a pretty good show as well. You were transported with your fucking MILF. Yes, that's a real show. Just try to forget about it. The point is that if you make a motor with one cylinder, it doesn't go up a hill. There's room for improvement. You can add more shit into it. I'm not a car man, clearly. But you can fix shit, you know? If I can fix a failing marriage, forgot I was divorced. If I can fix a Game Boy by blowing into the cartridge, I can fix the isekai genre. How hard can it be? It's actually incredibly easy, I'm not gonna lie. There are three main issues with isekai. Number one, the world. As I stated before, every single world in one of these shows is the exact same. It's the same open green ass fields with the same lizard men and people, the same elves, the same everything, the same cultures, the same countries really. It's every single thing. It's all the same, literally. Just tweak that a little bit. Take for example a game called Asura's Wrath. I'm not gonna get gameplay. This entire video has been fucking Dragon Ball Z Kakarot gameplay. Why would I fucking... it's not like I'm trying to make this my job or anything. Why would I put fucking effort into it? The entire game derives inspiration from Eastern mythologies, you know, like Vishnu and the elephant one. Pretty much every single one of these worlds in an Isekai show is based off of European mythology, and granted, I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. The Witcher series is one of my favourite game series of all time. Yes, even the first two, I love them to bits. They were just... I know most people would have played like Mario Kart as a kid, but nah, the Witcher games were me. That's more my pace. A real man. Yeah, real men go to femboy hooters, guys. Even something as simple as just changing the mythology would make such a drastic difference that it would just instantly get you views, but it would be just such a massive breath of fresh air, and just... why haven't you done this already? But if we were rather thinking of a game standpoint, which is what most of these are, they are games, you could take something like Doom, perhaps. Wouldn't you think it would be cool as hell if instead of him waking up and, oh, he's a demon lord and there are elves with titties all over him, if he just woke up somewhere and an imp tried to beat him to death, and he grabbed a shotgun, blasted its face off, and the entire show is him grinding, becoming more strong, and then just eventually killing a demon lord, because that's just what the Japanese think everything is nowadays. But he kills like the fucking spawn of Satan or some shit by the end of the series, and it's so badass. He's in hell, it's all fire and brimstone and shit rather than gay ass fucking fields. Or following the footsteps of Tanya, maybe it's not some fantasy land, maybe it's literally World War One, except I guess Tanya had jetpack feet things. That's a weird show, but I do like it. Anyway, now on to protagonist Kun. You know, I understand the need for making every single protagonist an absolute loser, because let's be honest, that's what the most people in Japan watching these fucking shows are. Not to diss Japan, just because that is the show's demographic. It's the same demographic as games. For most people, it's a sense of escapism, and they want a power fantasy. So the main character needs to be super strong so they can get that. But that doesn't actually mean that you're gonna make a good story, which is what I'm here for. I actually prefer if the character is incredibly underpowered. That would also be a thing. We're going back into the fucking game world. It's not. What you'll find as you go into these shows is that the main characters are just absolutely devoid of personality. They never face any hardships, they never do anything. They are just a random blank slate with just dickhead written all over their fucking face. And here's the thing, I'm not even asking for much. The Fate series is based off of a hentai. That's not a joke. That entire lineage of really good storytelling, actually yeah, no, I can't say that. I've only ever watched Stay Night and Zero, you know, the good ones. But those two shows have a myriad of amazing characters that all have their own motivations for being part of the war, and all have their own issues and things. Right, take for example Saber, you know, Saber in Zero, her entire arc is that she realizes that she was a terrible king. She doesn't get a happy ending, and neither should your Isekai protagonist, because we'll take for example ReZero. Subaru is a fucking dickhead. He is the textbook definition of an otaku guy, and he's only there to try and just, you know, get what he wants, which quite frankly is a little bit of poontang from Amelia. I'm never gonna say that again. That's the only time you get to hear that. You better be grateful. And the only way that he manages to survive and he manages to keep everyone around him alive is by growing as a person and understanding that he has issues, that he is a dickhead and that he needs to change. And through that change, he is able to help the people around him. That is good fiction. Good fiction.